Here, 21 years ago, they became a vendor, and there's just no flaws. Very odd time when they have to depend on one of their vendors to bring something in, and if it's coming from overseas, there might be that there's a bit of a delay, but it's appreciated that it's communicated. Everything cannot always be perfect, but communication is key. And so that communication saying, hey guys, we're not going to have that in on Monday, it's going to come Wednesday, this is why. That happens 100% of the time. I reviewed their scorecard, because we do supplier scorecards on all our vendors. Things are there when you want them, when you need them. I mean, that's what we strive to be. We're a manufacturing company, and if we don't have parts there when we need them, whether it be stretch film or labels, or they even sell us double duty bags, which might not be familiar to you, but it's actually a human waste bag that gets cinched up after you use it in the wilderness and taken out. And if those products aren't there in time, then we have zero chance of satisfying our customers. So that is the most important reason that we deal with Sur-Seal, is because they say what they do and do what they say. That's really important to us. The one thing that would come to mind is stretch film. Stretch film has to go on every single part that we produce, or we can't secure the load, and therefore it doesn't work in our warehouse. So if we run out of stretch film for some reason, probably our own fault, it's pretty critical, because nothing can go into our warehouse without stretch film. So if that happens to be something that we run out of for some reason at 2 o'clock in the morning, and if I get a call, my next call is Mark to get him out of bed. And he gets out and laughs and comes and delivers what we want himself sometimes before we get there in the morning. So we run a 24-hour shift, so before I get there in the morning. The only other part of the service that is really important for us, there's items that we can buy direct from vendor. Being a distributor, you have sort of a unique space there, because there's obviously an upcharge for the service, because everybody has to make money or they're just not successful in business. So if you're dealing with a distributor, there has to be some reasons why you buy certain things from distributors. So if I go to labels, for example, we buy labels through Sur-Seal, and we could go to the manufacturer. They're manufactured in Winnipeg. We could go to the manufacturer, but the manufacturer has a minimum order that you have to take, and you have to take all at once. So let's say it's 50,000 labels, but let's say we only want 10,000 this month and 20,000 next month. So the extra service of storing that excess, giving us a break on price, as if we're buying the full 50,000, but storing that excess for a period of time, knowing it's going to be sold, is a very, very important part that a distributor plays for us. And Sur-Seal is one of the best at that. They even bring in products for us from China, and they've sourced them. So it's not that we've sourced them and given them the business. We came to them with a problem. They sourced it, they came to us with a solution, and then they bring it in from China, offload it here, and bring it over when we need it. So that is a really big help, because goods coming from China, you can look at 2 to 3 months delivery, and so we've cut it down to a couple hours, because they can just bring them over. I would definitely recommend Sur-Seal to other customers, and the reason I say that is because of the responsiveness, the actual caring that we are successful as a company, and knowing that we can only be successful if they're successful and if they deliver their goods on a timely basis. They don't let us down. We're able to package our goods. Packaging is sometimes what's considered by our customers, just they don't even notice it. They don't notice the corrugate pallet. They don't notice the stretch film around something. They don't notice the strapping. They don't notice all that, but without that, their shipment is not a success. So Sur-Seal makes us successful by having stuff to us in an economic manner on time, every time. So that's why I would recommend them.